What's going on, everybody? So different kind of venues, you can see your different space. Let me start that over. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today, as you can see, different room that we're filming in here. Actually, we built a back house in our backyard, so it's kind of a different space. Just want to show that off before we get into more collection style videos. The room isn't finished yet, but I just kind of want to show off where we are now. Um, it's pretty cool. As you can see, I have some comic books hanging up here. That's not gonna be the permanent way I display them, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But then we got some other stuff back here, and like I said, I'm gonna go through everything that we have in here, but you can kind of see a zoomed out kind of look. But let's go ahead and get more in depth and take a look at what this room is gonna look like, and let's get to it. All right, so immediately we have the big door right here. Let me open it up. We come inside. We'll give you the brief overlook. So we got kind of a music corner on this side. And we have all this right here. Like I said, I'll give you a full overview. And then as you can see, we have a bolt right here for the door. We also have a little bottle opener. Drinking the brewskis. Let's start with this corner because there's less stuff on here. So I have this sword that my brother got me from Spain when he went to Spain, and he brought it all the way back for me. This wall is completely barren. Real quick, we do have the Power Ranger, White Ranger's helmet, and then Shattered Grid comic book there. So my plan is I'm going to try to put shelving going across all this area, and maybe a little shelf in this corner here. So this shelf in this corner is going to have all my Power Rangers pops. I think I have 7 or 8 of the smaller figures, and I have the Dino Ultra Zord 10-inch pop, and then I have the Megazord 5-inch pop or 6-inch pop. So I'm trying to put those here to have all the Power Ranger stuff together. And this wall, like I said, I'm trying to maybe do a shelf all the way across and put maybe my Transformers figures, because I do have a lot of Transformers figures, and maybe some other figures, just to put them in here. Then, as you can see, we had a little air conditioning here. And then our 2 Black Panther comic books. These are from the 70s, and I would like to have them maybe like up here more. I just need to find a better way. They're just in these plastic protectors, comic book protectors, leaning on the shelf here, or on the frame, I should say. But we'll see what I'm gonna do with that. This corner, I would like to put either a shelf or maybe some more artwork. For now, I just have this Black Panther one that was in the collection room before that you guys may have seen. Then we have our comic books here on this little table here. And this just has, of course, all my comic books. You can see this one's pretty full. Has some room in the back there because I took out these comic books. I took those out of there. And then this one I just got. This one's plenty of room to put in here. So we have that, and then we have our nice little brown leather chair here. And again, like I said, I like to put some artwork here, maybe some Marvel, since this is pretty much like a Marvel side. It's kind of music and then transitions to Marvel. Maybe put some DC, we'll see. But I have a whole DC wall in my room, so I don't know about that yet. Then we have my Epiphone Special SG model guitar right here. One of my favorite guitars. I think it sounds beautiful. And have that guy set up in here. And then we have this acoustic guitar. It's my first guitar. This thing's like 15 years old. I don't even know what brand it is. I think it was from like Walmart or something. That wasn't from Walmart, but it's an old guitar. As you can see, I tried to paint draw a Batman thing in Sharpie when I was little. It still sounds beautiful. All I had just doing is changing the strings over the years. Real quick, we have these. I just picked these up yesterday at a local collectible shop. This Doctor Doom one, I'm loving it. This one's from 1963. It was only $8, I think I got it for. Great condition. I want to get it graded. Then we have the Silver Surfer. This is a 75th issue, giant size extravaganza. This is from 1992. And then lastly, we have this Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man. This one is from 1988, I think. Yeah, 88 right there. And it has the Punisher and Cloak and Dagger, which is really cool. And then also just got this guy, the same store, this Abomination The lighting is kind of weird in here, but let me pick this guy up so you guys can see a little better. This thing is so awesome. It's a Marvel Select figure. I'll show you the box in a second. This thing is massive. It is heavy. The detailing is amazing. I'm so glad I picked this up. And on eBay, he's going for like $40 to $60. I got him for $35. So I think I got a steal on this guy. And now it's starting the rabbit hole of getting more Marvel Select figures. I haven't bought any other ones, but I'm thinking about it. I have my list. Then we have this Marvel Legends Venom. This thing is awesome. I've been wanting it for ever since it came out, really. This thing is so cool. It's beefy. I actually got this maybe like an hour before I went to go get Abomination. I got this in the mail from GameStop. And this thing is so cool. It's massive. The only grab about it is that the back of it has a little bit plasticky, hollow back because you have to attach it separately when you get it out of the box. But this thing is awesome. And I really want to get the Toxin. They had Toxin when I went to get this guy. But I was like, I have to get only one. Then, again, we kind of go into the music corner. So I'll zoom out real quick, show you guys the music little corner here. We have a crossbow in the corner. But I've been really wanting... I've had music posters, some in the garage, just not displayed anywhere. Some in my room, just kind of out of place. My amp was in the corner of the room. I never used the record player because it was always in the corner of the room. Never had a designated space for it. So finally I have a cool space for this. As you can see here, the first poster is Daughtry Waiting for Superman that came out, I think, 2014. Daughtry has been my favorite artist group for a while. Less now just because the music's a little bit different. It's not that classic like Break the Spell, or just the original Daughtry album, stuff like that. But they're still great, and this one's autographed by every person. As you can see, Josh Paul, Steely, Elvio Fernandez, Chris Daughtry, blanking out on him. Oh gosh, I used to know all of them. And then I forget, Aaron, I think his name is, I don't remember. Then we also have another autographed one. This is by Lacey Sturm. If you don't know her, or if you recognize her face or her name, she was the lead singer of Flyleaf for many years, and now she's doing her own music, and this was her first album by herself, her and her husband Josh and Lacey, and then they wrote Proverbs 8:1. And then here we kind of have a Guns N' Roses. We have a Guns N' Roses, but it is technically Obey branded poster. I've had it for years. Real quick, we have two more Black Panther comic books. These are the Jungle Action ones. Also have a 10 years From Birth to Burial poster for that album. 10 Years as a rock band. Guys, you should check them out. They're really cool. Then we got this awesome Jimi Hendrix poster that I got in San Francisco. Behind all our records here, we have this, I don't really know what to call it. I saw it in San Francisco again, and I really liked it. Here's the artist signature, if you can see that. Let me see if I can focus that real quick. Come on, there you go. But yeah, I got that in San Francisco as well. Then showing you guys the records that I have here. I have Lecrae's Anomaly. This is like the special edition. It's giant. As you can see, it's super thick. Has a bunch of stuff in there. Really cool. Then we have Pearl Jam here. Then we have Elvis's Golden Records. This one's from 1956, I think. 1958. 58. Yep, original from 1958. Then we're going to go into Frank Sinatra. I love Frank Sinatra. This is his A Jolly Christmas record. And this is my favorite one. This is originally from 1956, which is super cool. I love this one. Songs for Swingin' Lovers. That's a great record. And then Come Dance With Me as well. And then we have This Is Sinatra Volume 2. Great ones. I do have one record coming in the mail today, which I'm so excited for. So hopefully to feature that soon. And then we, of course, have the record player. This is nothing fancy, it's just a Crosley record player. That came off. You can see these all the time. I think they're like $100 more or less, depending where you find them. They're good. The internal speakers here and here, they're not the best. And so I usually attach some kind of external speaker, but I'm going to figure out how I'm gonna do that in here. I could plug it in to the amp here. We'll see. Crossbow, in case anybody wants to know, this is the Game Crusher, as you can see, by Barnett, I believe the brand of the crossbow is. And then yeah, just sitting there because it was in my garage, and I'm like, well, let me just have it displayed so it looks kind of cool. And then forgot to mention, this is the Fender DSP amp, and it's the Mustang 2. Had this for a long time. I got this in junior year of high school along with that electric guitar. So that's like, let's see, 6, 7, 8 years old. This thing is great. It has so many different adjustments, presets, different mods. They're really cool. Awesome thing. It's just so heavy. Well, not so heavy, but like, it's not easy to be like, I can move it inside the house and outside of the house easily, but like anything other than that, it's kind of poop. And then of course we have this giant dresser that used to be in my parents' their room, and we brought it out here. There's not much in here. I do have some gun cleaning stuff. As you can see, got some gun oils and lubes and everything like that. Got this. That's it for the crossbow. And then in this drawer, it's kind of our guitar drawer. We have the cord for the amp and the guitar. We have some strings. This is really cool. It's the Vox AC30. This is kind of a way to, you plug it into your guitar. It's kind of like a little mini amp, and you plug this into your guitar, and then you plug in headphones to it, so that way you can listen without being loud. I mean, of course, you're going to still hear the normal guitar strumming, but you're not hearing all the effects and everything. It's pretty cool. It has its own little presets. This was like 30 or 40 bucks, and I've only used it like once or twice, but it happens, I guess. And like I said, things to tune the guitar and adjust it when you're replacing the strings, and we got a bunch of amps in here. And then most obvious, you can see this scarf, and if you didn't notice it before, this is the Portugal scarf. I got 2 of these here because I am half Portuguese, so have that displayed up in here. And then, oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys, we do have a bunch of gun cases, pistol cases that I don't have any other place to put them, so I put them in there. Bottom 2 drawers are empty. And then I was going to show you guys the box for the 2 of the figures I showed you. So this is the box for the Venom figure, the Marvel Legends Venom. As you can see here, just showing it off real quick. So we just talk about a lot of collection stuff. So really cool figure. And the Abomination, he did come with like this little backdrop thing. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but I was like, I don't know if I'd actually display it. At least not on that shelf, it doesn't really fit. And then here's this giant box for this guy. Abomination Special Collector Edition figure. That was a little picture right there. Giant box. And then here he is on the back side. We have Daredevil and Spider-Man being featured as other figures to be on the lookout for. And then if you guys want to just read that little description about Abomination, there it is there. Biggest reason I got this is because this thing looked awesome. He was freaking heavy, and so I had to pick him up. And I was going to pick up the Marvel Legends, a classic looking War Machine, the deluxe one, but in person he just was kind of overwhelming. And I just saw it in person. I was just like, and it was going to be the same price as the Abomination there. So it's just like, I'd rather get Abomination. He's huge, and I'm already like, wow factor. He looks so cool. But yeah, guys, so that's going to wrap up the video. I hope you guys enjoy the little look around of this room. Like I said, I do plan on changing some stuff, like I mentioned, the shelf in here, and putting up some pops and hanging these comic books a little bit differently. Let me know if you guys have any good ideas about how to hang comic books. I have some in the collection room framed, and that's really cool. It's just the frames are more expensive. And if you have ways of how I can display them in these little plastic holders here, like I showed you before, you guys can kind of see there how it looks. They're just plastic and they're open on the top here. But I mean, they're really cheap, and I could always buy more if I wanted to get more comic books. I do want to get some graded, and those are great ways to display them as well. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any good ideas of how to hang comic books. I don't really want to tape them up, and I feel like it's just kind of a cheap way of putting up comic books. But let me know what you guys think about the room. I'm excited for it. I'm planning on playing music back here, reading my comic books back here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Stay tuned for more Call of Duty videos and more collection style videos. Hope to see you guys in the next one.